Hello aspirants, I am Karthikeyan from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 13th February current affairs. The topic taken from the Daily Edition. The topic is criminalization in politics. This topic comes under our GS2 salient feature of Representation of People Act, important aspects of governance, transparency and accountability. In this topic, we are going to discuss about what is the background of the PIL, of this criminalization of politics, what are the causes of the criminalization of politics, what are the implications in the criminalization in politics, and what are the Supreme Court judgments till now made, what are the provision given in the Representation of People Act, and what are the committee's recommendation, and what are the challenges and issues. These are the topics discussed by today's news. First of all, why it is in the news? There is a PIL seeking a lifetime ban on the convicted person from the contesting election and holding the political twice was filed. The two-judge bench of the Supreme Court that hearing the case, the main challenge that PIL challenges the provision of Representation of People Act 1951 that limit the disqualification period of the convicted politician to 6 years after serving their sentence. There's a criminalization in the politics. First of all, there's a criminalization of politics referred to the increasing participation of individuals with the criminal backgrounds in electoral politics. That is, occurs the politician, lawmakers, or candidates that involved in a serious crime such as corruptions, murder, extortion, and rape that enter legislative bodies, and also the trend of weaker democracies which erode the public trust and also hamper the good governance. What are the main causes for this criminalization of politics? First of all, there is a nexus between the politician and criminals. There is a politician often establish the alliance with the criminal elements to benefit from their resource and influence during the election. Vote bank politics. First of all, the political parties sometimes nominate candidate with a criminal background to secure vote from the specific communities or regions. And corruption and black money, the infusion of the illicit funds into the political system, which enable the candidate to criminal ties and finance extensive campaigns. Next, the weak law enforcement and judicial delays. The inefficiency and delays with the judicial system, which allow the individual with criminal charges to contest election. And also there is a lack of intra-party democracy, the absence of the transparent and democratic process. That is, a political party leads to the selection of candidate based on the winnability rather than the integrity. And also finally, the voter behavior influenced by the caste and religions. The voters sometimes prioritize the caste or religious affiliation over a candidate, that criminality enabling the individual with a criminal background with they win the party and based on the identity of the politics. These are the main causes of the criminalization in politics. And what are the implications? First of all, there is a erosion of democratic values. The criminal politician undermine the democratic process by using the money, muscle power, which influence the elections. And also the recent reports that voter intimidation, that electoral violence states like Bihar, West Bengal, these are the main thing which shows the criminalization and also weakening of rule of law. The criminal politician often influence law enforcement agency and delay the investigation in the cases. The delay prosecuting high-profile politician due to the prolonged legal battles and also increased corruption is one of the reasons which exploit the criminal public office and also public gain rather than servicing the people. The 2G spectrum and coal allocation scam involving the politician with the business entities, and poor governance and policy making. There's a criminal politician that is a prioritize personal and party interest over the national interest, which delay the police and judicial reform due to the presence of the lawmaker facing a criminal charges. And also the impact, the law and order, criminal politician user influence to protect criminal networks, that leading to a rise of organized crime, the rise in extortion, land grabbing, and also communal violence in the politically unstable region. These are the main implications of criminalization of politics. There is a Supreme Court judgment. First of all, Association for Democratic Reforms versus Union of India in 2002, the SC ruled that voters would have fundamental right to know the criminal, finance, and also education background candidate under Article 19(1) of A, that is right to information. This led to information to Form 26, which candidate must submit before the election. Ramesh Dalai versus Union of India, the Supreme Court held that sitting of MP MLA convicted of an offence and sentenced to the imprisonment will be immediately disqualified from holding office. And Public Interest Foundation versus Union of India cases 2019, that Supreme Court ruled that political party must publish the criminal records of their candidate on their official website, social media platform, and also the newspaper. These are the landmark judgment from the Supreme Court of India. And for the Representation of People Act 1951 is lays down the framework for the election, that qualification, disqualification of the candidate in India. The Section 8 of the RPA deals with the disqualification of individual from contesting election due to the criminal conviction, and also Section 8, that is a disqualification on conviction of certain cases, that is a person convicted of certain offences is disqualified from contesting election for the duration of the prison sentence, and also in addition with 6 years after the release, and offences leading to disqualification. Corruption under the Prevention Corruption Act 1988, bribery under influence and personation during election, promoting the enmity between the groups, offences related to the rape, terrorist activity, or lawful acts like UAPA and POTA Act, and also there's a crime against the women and children, and also dowry related offences, drug trafficking and smuggling. Individuals who are convicted of offences and sentenced to imprisonment for 2 years or more. So these are the main laws laid down by the Representation of People Act. There is a many recommendation by the various committees. First of all, the first recommendation from Law Commission of 244th report that recommends a lifetime ban on the convicted politician. It is proposed that individual change the serious offences be barred from contesting elections. Second, Administrative Reform Commission, which provides that funding of election to reduce reliance on black money, and also ORA Committee Report 1993, which highlight nexus between the criminal politician and bureaucrats and recommended strong laws to curb the corruption. So there is a many challenge behind this. There is a delayed trials is one of the reasons that politicians which exploit legal loopholes to delay the conviction, allowing them to contest multiple elections before disqualification. And also there is a misuse of political vendetta, that is a risk of the false cases being filed against opposition leader to disqualify them, and high criminalization of politics, that despite of these provisions over 40% MP MLAs have criminal cases, which raising the concern over the enforcement. The analytics, which is a Association of Democratic Reforms, revealed that 46% of the newly elected Lok Sabha member, totaling 251, this marks that 55% increases since 2009. There is a need for the lifetime ban. There is no lifetime ban on convicted politician, allowing them to return to politics after the disqualification period. This is a major hindrance challenges, and we should way forward. First of all, we should make a speedy trial mechanism, and also we need to strengthen the legal reforms. We need to amend Section 8 of RP Act. It will impose lifetime ban on the politics, and also we need to arrange the electoral reforms, that is the Election Commission of India should make it mandatory. The political party should justify why they selected candidate with criminal background. And also in Rambabu Singh Thakur versus Sunil Thakur, the court mandated that political party to publish the criminal antecedent of their candidate to provide the reason for fielding them. And judicial and institutional reform is required to curb the procedural delay, and also restricting the adjournment in cases involving the politician, and also ensuring summons and served on time on the witness. And also we need to give the voter awareness, society engagement will definitely reduce the criminal background in the election. Thank you so much.